Okay, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the post-game press conference of the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket here in Tbilisi, Georgia. I'm with head coach Boško Radovic and Dino Radoncic of Montenegro. We will have an opening statement from coach and player, time for questions in English and for local press. If we can kindly ask your phones are on silent and introduce yourself when picked upon for a question. Coach, congratulations. Tickets to Berlin. Opening statement from your perspective from the win.
We buy a ticket for Berlin in some most, let's say, this group most difficult way. Last game was home team in full arena and etc. etc. But what is important is the victory. Congratulations to my players. Congratulations for character. Congratulations for big heart. Congratulations for how he's fighting for the country, and I don't know, big victory for us, and we buy the ticket for Berlin.
Dino, good performance tonight from you and your team, a collective effort. Just an opening statement from your perspective.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate my teammates, my coaching staff, Boško, everybody from the country. I'm very proud of my team. I think we really deserve this. Since 28th of July, we worked really hard. It was a tough group. Like Boško said, we had to play the home team the last game. It was not what we wanted for the end, but at the end, I think this is a big success for our country, and I'm happy that we made everybody proud.
I'd like to open up.
Can I just?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Sorry, I just all the time I say thank you or congratulations to my players. Congratulations also to my assistants, to all coaching staff. They made a great job last 2 months, especially on tournament, and big thank you for everything for my coaching staff.
I'd like to open up now for questions for the press in English first, please, and then we'll have time for questions in Montenegrin.
FIBA. Coach, the pace seemed really low in the second half, pace of the offense. Was that by plan or just the match and the emotions took over and kind of slowed it down?
I didn't understand you.
The pace of the offense seemed very slow, like both teams were playing slow on offense, you know, late clock situations.
We try to, understand, thank you. We try to play every game to control the game, to control the rhythm of the game, especially our offense. We are playing, I think, whole tournament we are playing very good defense, and we are practicing and we are playing some control game, and when we playing like that, almost every time we play good game, and we are so close to victory. We are not team to run and gun.
Dino, Graham Hiscott for FIBA English commentary. Well played, 9 points, 8 rebounds. Just talk about your role on the team, because you got into some foul trouble as well. You end up having to cover some quicker players maybe. Just talk about your role on the team at the moment and maybe how you can improve your game even further.
Well, I think, like you said, this is the role in my team. I think we have some amazing offensive talent, like Dubi, Vlado, Kendrick and Simke, and all these players, and I think when you play for the country, it's for the joy and to make our people proud. I don't think the individual stats should be important. We don't come here for some money or for some fame or to make ourselves more available to clubs. I think everybody should know his role, starting from, I don't know, staff until media, everybody, and I think that's at the end what makes the success. If I have to play defense on a lot less height and weight players than me, then I'll try to do my best. For sure that I gave 100%, and I swear I couldn't be more proud to go to top 16.
A question to both. I think Dubi said after 2019 the game against Latvia on Moracha was his favorite for the national team. Obviously you, coach, were an assistant then. I think Dino didn't play that much, he was still very young. Any chance this is a new favorite game for both of you in the national team?
This one?
Yeah, this one.
We win a lot of games. Maybe this, maybe friends, maybe, I don't know. This one is one of the biggest, and we are so happy. Important win for our country, not just for us, for the country.
I think because of the environment and difficulty of the game and what meant, I think for sure was one of my favorites after, like you said, World Cup, that I expect that next year we qualify again.
Question for both, for you, Bosco, in English, about when Bojan Dubljevic were out of the game, especially before the fifth ball, but then also the team showed up, the team showed the passion for their captain to say, okay, my captain is out for non-sportive reasons, we are going to prove that we are a big team. How important is the mentality that the team have to face up and to support his captain in a tough moment for him and for the team when was close to being eliminated? Y para ti, Dino, que has tenido un partido complicado con algún pique que te han intentado hacer, con alguna situación complicada, pero cuando no estaba Dubi, cuando había jugadores que no estaban dando ese 100%, has salido tú en los minutos finales a dar ese paso adelante. ¿Cómo te sientes? Creo yo que es uno de tus mejores partidos con la camiseta nacional. Gracias.
Te respondo en castellano, ¿no? Sí. Pues yo creo que este partido ha sido un partido de tener muchos cojones y mucha garra de ganar. No había otra manera de ganar contra ellos y contra 10.000 personas. Este partido no había que jugar, o sea, sí tácticamente, pero yo creo que las ganas que pusimos y más cuando Dubi se nos ha ido y Dubi es el jugador más importante de nuestro equipo, es cuando la verdad todos nos juntamos y nos hicimos más fuertes.
Questions now for the Montenegrin press, please.
¿Quieres en castellano? Escúchame, yo entiendo a Bojan totalmente porque uno de los mejores anotadores en este grupo creo que tiró 2 tiros libres en 5 partidos. Y entiendo porque está enfadado, y entiendo esta falta técnica, entiendo todo. Pero nosotros esta noche lo hemos jugado juntos, todos, con Bojan, sin Bojan y otra vez, kako se kaže, pokazali smo. Hemos enseñado un carácter grande.
Questions now for the Montenegrin press, please.
Hoću, ja bi samo, ako mogu, ako možda napišeš, kad smo već tu, da bih ovu pobjedu posvetio tragično preminulom Nikoli Jasanoviću, našem automobilisti, mladom čovjeku i mom prijatelju.
Question to whoever wants to answer. It seemed like Kendrick Perry really had a role in calming the team down. I think at first it was Dubi's 4th foul, then later also after your technical foul, coach. Is that something he has done before, or he maybe found himself a good role today to be an emotional leader?
Well, for me as a player, he's very important in this team. He's not just a guy that came to play for a passport. He really feels this team. He really feels that he's a good leader and big leader for us. And I think his role is as important as Dubi's, for example. So I'm very happy that he chose to be with us and that he's with us. And let's just keep going.
He said everything.
Coach Bosco Radovic, Dino Radoncic, congratulations. All the best in Berlin.
Thank you, everybody.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to the post-game press conference here of the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket matchup between Georgia and Montenegro. I'm currently now here with head coach Ilyas Zouros and Gogi Shermadini. We'll have time for questions for the press in Georgian, but questions in English will come first. Can we kindly ask that your phones are put on silent, as we had an opening statement from both Ilyas Zouros and Shermadini. Coach, tough game tonight, competitive, but just an opening statement from your perspective, please.
Okay, good evening to everybody. First of all, congratulations to Montenegro for qualifying to Berlin. It's a very difficult moment for us. Unfortunately, in the crucial game, we were missing some small things, to make it. We missed 15 rebounds today, unfortunately. They scored 17 points from these 15. They scored 10 points in the last second of offenses, especially in the third quarter. We had one foul to give and they scored 3-point shots in a crucial moment of the game. On the other hand, today at least the players, they try hard, with mistakes or not, we tried. We would like to say thanks a lot to our fans, to all the people in Georgia, because they supported us. We apologize for not qualifying in Berlin. This was our goal. Many things went wrong this summer. We missed our captain and, I will say, organizer of our offense and experienced player, Toko Shengelia, 1 week before. It's very difficult in basketball to replace things, especially in the national team. We miss him, for example, in the crunch time, in the crucial moments, not only for this tournament, but I mean, even these games like today, the team could be totally different. We had many young players and experienced players that they try very hard, but it was totally different. We cannot also now cry and try to find excuses. We didn't make it. We have to go on. As I say every time, Georgia is pride and pride is Georgia. We have to continue. Head up. We have qualification for World Championship. One more time, thanks a lot to all the people who supported us. Thanks a lot to my players for this 1 month and a half. Thanks a lot to the coaching staff, to the doctors. We had millions of problems. They did their best, everybody.
Gogi, just an opening statement from your perspective as a player on the game this evening.
Yes, like coach said, congrats for Montenegro. They passed their group and they really play amazing today. And I don't know what to say. As coach said, we had many problems, but we fight until last second, and we try to pass the group, but this time it's not good for us. So also I cannot say our big thanks for our big fans. They stay with us all this period, and they were supporting us every minute, every second, and thanks for them. As we see, also Georgia has big fans, for basketball, and thanks for them. And for sure, sorry, we cannot pass the group.
I'd like to open up the floor for questions in English first, and then we'll have time for questions for the Georgian press as well.
Georgie, you've ended up being captain, obviously, with Shengelia being out. Can you just talk about your role and how well do you feel you've played? I mean, watching you playing for the last 5 games. I think you've been excellent and a real leader for this team, and you've put up some great stats tonight. I know it's a tough loss, but you've put up some big numbers tonight.
Yes, all the game I try my best, you know. When I play national team, I feel very good. When it's the windows or when it's something, I go first. I'm the first player who is going there. And as I said, you know, how many minutes I played, I try to do my best to help the team. And today also I fight, but it's not enough to win this important game. Montenegro, they scored, as coach said, we lost many rebounds, and they scored after this. We give them extra chance, you know, to score. And one of the biggest problems was rebound. We lost many rebounds.
Reinis Lācis, FIBA. Coach, as somebody who has worked with the team for a pretty long time, what do you wish the nation of Georgia take from this EuroBasket experience?
Okay, first of all, important is the young players to understand a little bit the situation, to understand what is going on, because some players, they played, I would say, crucial games after a long time. Goga Bitadze was out. He came 2-3 days before our first game. He played first game. He played the last 2 games. You understand that it's very difficult to function like this. Sandro Mamukelashvili, he tried very hard, but it was his first, I will say, tournament with us. And Rati Andronikashvili also in a tournament with more minutes. So we expect from these young players to learn from these defeats, to learn from their mistakes, and to become better. For the game of today, for example, we had one very crucial injury of Tsintsadze. We started the game with Tsintsadze, who was, you know, very smart, experienced player for these games. And I feel very bad because this player didn't make it to qualify it with all the players, of course, but I don't know how long he's going to be with us. He didn't make it to qualify to Berlin. The old players, they give experience. They are here every time, like Gio, Shermantini, Shengelia whenever he can. But the problem is that we need more young players to be involved. We need more players to become better. We need for sure one team from Super League to play in Europe, because all these players, they don't have experience. It's very difficult for these players that they play in the domestic league to play in front of 8,000 people and having the pressure to qualify. This is a little bit difficult for them when they don't have the experience. They play in the domestic league with not a lot of people.
Good night, Jose Ramon Alba, the RCB. Question for Gio. Gio, we back in April talked about how important was this EuroBasket for the country, for you, for this national team. After that result, after you see the fans crowded the arena, all the games, which are your thoughts, taking man all the photography of this event for you? Thanks.
Yes, I remember we talked this about past, and as we talk, you know, as coach said, you know, we had many problems, many problems, you know, many injuries, I mean, I can say, you know, if we had talked all this period, for sure the picture will be like different. I'm sure. Togo is one of the great player in Europe, in national teams. He's great. When he is play, many times I'm wide open. Many times I score easy basket because of his own. We play together and two players go on him, and he get injury, he get bad injury, and he's out, and everything changed. You know, after Goga get injured, he was out, and now picture is different. You know, but as you see, you know, people are happy. You know, but. You know, we try our best. Really, we try with coaches. As we watch the coaches, they really don't sleep at night. They sleep at 5 o'clock morning, every day, every after the games and practices, watching videos and watching games every night. Even doctors, they did a great job. You know, we had some problems every time. Doctors and as we said, you know, we had difficult period, but we cannot change nothing now, and we still go on. Now we had windows in November, and we must try to be healthy, what is the most important, and to play for our country. This is important. Thank you.
Question to both of you. This autumn, this winter, 2 games against Iceland might be very important for Georgia to get to its first World Cup. Is that the next dream? Is that the new dream for both of you?
I think we play 1 game against Iceland on the road and 1 game against Italy home. Not
the first window, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
First window. It's very early to talk about these games. You understand that? Because we don't know who is going to be. We don't know the rosters of these games. As Gio said, it's very important for us to be healthy. We don't know, and we hope also Toko to be ready to recover and to be able to join our team in these games, because immediately we're going to be a totally different team. We need to compete very hard in this window. Unfortunately, even here we didn't have luck, because I repeat one more time, we were one of the teams that we made 4 wins in the previous window, and we came to the second round of qualification with only 2 wins because of Russia. And other teams, I mean Iceland, Italy and everybody, they got 3 wins. And it was not normal, I will say, for us, because from our side, we missed 2 wins that we made. But unfortunately, this is the rule of FIBA. It's, you know, the rule that we have to follow. I believe in my team. We have to go on, we have to work hard, and we have to try to make as many wins as we can to make it happen, the team to qualify to the World Championship first time in ever.
Any questions for the Georgian press? Coach Elias Zoros. Coach Elias Zoros, Gogi Chamadini, all the best to you. Thank you for joining us.
I would like to say, on behalf of the team also, thanks a lot to all of you, to all the journalists who you were here. You tried to do the best for basketball. Thanks a lot to our federation, to the people, to the government who tried to make a big event here. It was first time. Sometimes you can make mistakes, but it was first time, and it's important for us because we try to grow basketball here and to inspire more and more kids to play basketball. Thanks a lot to everybody.
Thank you very much.